Alright guys, we're back. This is after I've cleaned up the motor a bit and fixed a couple other problems. I got all the spark plugs out right now. But brand new spark plug wires, brand new cap, brand new rotor, brand new spark plugs, except for they've already been fouled out. This motor runs extremely rich. That's just black as it can be, and that's a brand new spark plug. Not more than 15-20 miles on it. And number one cylinder, this one right here, is down in there, is the one that shoots water out. And for those of you who don't know what that is, well, don't really know why I've said that. Well, me and my dad decided to go out for a drive one day. And we were out, driving along. We drove about 10-15 miles, doing just fine. And the thermostat housing, the gasket on it, whenever I took the thermostat apart before, I had messed up the gasket. So, we were just going to go buy us a new gasket and be on with our lives. Well, my dad wanted to go for a drive in it that night, so he went and he made a gasket out of coffee filter lid, and it wound up the gasket blowing going down the highway, and toasted the head, well, the head gasket, maybe even the head, I don't know yet. But the only thing that I have to say to do on that number one cylinder is just unplug it and let it be for the moment, because there's nothing I can do on it. This is the cold air intake that's on this. It's got the K&N filter, and then it hooks into a little rubber hose connector right there. Looks to be a 3 to 4 inch, because the clamp says 3 9/16 of an inch to 4.5 inches. And there's the tube going up, and then there's these two little things that leak. These just pull right off. I mean, not hard at all. And this one's big, and then the cap goes on it just like that. And then the other one's tiny and has a little shaft on it, and the other cap goes on it. But other than that, seems to be a pretty nice little car. Now, I cleaned up the radiator and stuff on it, because I took the radiator out to clean it and make sure that it was not completely corroding on the inside. And it wasn't. It was doing just fine. And we don't appear to have water on our dipstick, but it is overfilled, but to a certain degree. But that's my fault, because I put a extra quart of Rizlone in it to try to clean up the motor a little bit, and it did a good job. But the real purpose today is for y'all to see what's underneath the rocker panel, and we're going to see how that looks. Now, I'm very limited on my tools because my dad has a tool bag at the moment, so I have me a nice pair of vice grips, but it does everything that I need. It just gets bigger and smaller and does it all. But I only have to take out 2 bolts, which are this one that I just locked onto, and I'm unscrewing. And after this bolt comes out, unlock that, take the oil cap off, set it to the side, and a little bit of frothy foam on that. Not too bad though, that's just normal for those caps. Alright, got the other one on there. So, let's unscrew this one also. And got that unscrewed. And whenever this comes out, we are ready to take the rocker panel off. Alright, set that to the side, make sure both those are loose, put the cap back on. And now on these DSMs, for people who are new to them, the valve covers are kind of strange, they're finicky. They fit really weird up into the engine. So after you disconnect your BOV valve, PCI, PCV, whatever it is. I think it's PCV or BOV. But after you get it disconnected, okay, and then you pull this one off of its home. You lift up the back and you kind of just spin it around a little bit and it comes off. Now, up inside here we have, I cleaned that little spot up last time I was in here just to mess around, but here's what it all looks like. And not too bad inside there. It might look a bit worse on camera than it is, but the thing that gets me is that on the motor, oh, there's a little metal shaving right there. I think I'll take care of that. Must have came off whenever I put the bolts back in. Oh well. But cam gears look good down in there. None of the rockers have excessive play in them. I mean, they all feel really nice, tight, and good. If any of them had play, this one would be the most, but it doesn't have very much at all. But the thing that gets me is what is with all the oil standing in here. Is that a clogged return? Because it's that deep all the way through, and I don't know why it would be holding oil up in the head like that, unless it's just for cold startups and they just like to do that. Like I said, I'm new to these and I don't really I haven't really messed with them much, but this one supposedly has a blown head gasket on it, and I'm going to tighten up the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10 head bolts on it and see if that helps my problem any. I doubt it will, but I mean, there's always a thought. And oh, let's see, what else? Oh yeah, I can record YouTube videos longer than 15 minutes now, apparently. Found that out uploading my most recent Eagle Talon video. It was quite strange. Nice and oily. Look behind me and we'll see my redneck heating. It's just this little duct attached to the back of the dryer, and the dryer's just washing towels. I got 23 minutes left of heat before the heater goes off, so I'm on a time system, you know. But I think I will use my 15 minutes to my proper feeling and show y'all a couple other things on the car. That's cold. Let's set the head to the side, well, the cover, and let's see. Now, the thing that sucks about my garage is there's no room whatsoever. Not even a foot width in there. Alright, well, get to right there and there's no more room. But you can still actually get inside the vehicle, Dukes of Hazzard style, and which I'm about to show y'all after I grab a little rag from over here. Just pull this out and give me one. Alright, got it. Now, clean up the oil off my hands so I don't get it all over the interior of my car. Sit you right there. Alright, well, let's see. Move the ducks out of the way. Ducks. I'd have to say, if any animal is my favorite animal, a duck is my favorite animal. I don't know why I decided to put that into this video, but I mean, it was just ducks, you know. But now, get into this little hole right here that I made, and get up in here Dukes of Hazzard style. Turn around, throw your leg up in, get your other leg up and in, and hop down in. Alright, I'm in the car now, and it's very dark in here. I'm sorry. Sadly, the battery's not hooked up and it's cold. It's a lot colder in this car than it is inside that garage, even though both windows are down. But, okay, let's see. Oh, this ain't worth anything. No power. Darn. Well, I was hoping y'all get to see a little bit of the clean interior, but you can't because it's a bit dark. But I need to scoot this seat back. It's way up. There we go. And tilt the seat back a little bit, you know, get how I like to. Alright, now, I wish I could show y'all some of the interior, but I gotta get back out of this. And I'm climbing out as we speak. Oh, let's not set off the chain reaction. If you start one thing falling, they're all gonna fall, because whenever I put all that shit in there, I stacked it in such a way that everything holds everything else up. So, you can't really remove stuff from there. But, get back up here. Alright. Back up to the motor. I think's funny is the difference in a cylinder that's been running good and a cylinder that's been running horrid. Let me find the right spark plugs. Now, one of these cylinders has had water put in the cylinder for a lot of its time. So, I'm gonna lay these guys out for you. I'd like for you to tell me which one's which, if you can. That is one. That's another one. Then that is one. And here is the last one. Okay, now, if you can tell, these two cylinders have water in them. And these two are running just fine. Now, ones that are running just fine are cylinder number 2 and cylinder number 4. The ones that are having water digestion are number 1, and maybe a little bit on number 3. I'm pretty sure it does. But, back hurts. What I've been doing to try to get all the moisture out of the engine caused by the caused by the leak, to prevent any damage, is taking some of this PB blaster. It's a penetrating catalyst, and does a very nice job for exactly what I want it to do. It pretty much stops any corrosion, and you can, I'll just read what's on the back of here. Exclusive concentrated PB penetrating catalyst is no equal. It can be used in countless applications. Spray inside distributor to start wet engines. Stop rust and corrosion. Mobile homes. Lubricates fishing reels, guns, and shock absorbers. Farm equipment, industrial and aircraft applications, electrical equipment and relays, and spray on the back of wheels to prevent sticking due to galvanic corrosion. And I've actually done this, and it works very well. If you have a leaking toilet and it's just got the and it just has a valve on it that's been hardened, you can actually spray this on it, and it will restore the rubber back to what it was in the first place. So I'm just going to give these guys a good shot right up into each cylinder again. Just right into the spark plug hole. Good, nice 5 or 6 second stream, you know. And hopefully, whenever I finally get around to the head on this car, there won't be any rust or anything in there, hopefully. I mean, I'm praying and I'm hoping, but the car sat for 5 years before I got it. So it's had a while to, you know, do its thing. And whenever something does its thing, it's not very nice, usually. But, alright. Well, that should do it. And, I don't know, maybe somebody can shed the light on this situation, but I hear that Bosch parts aren't good for these cars. What's up with that? Because every single Mercedes I own is a Bosch vehicle. I mean, everything's Bosch on a Mercedes pretty much. And but I hear that people don't like their parts on DSM websites. So maybe somebody can shed a little bit of light onto the situation. But I think I made my first 18-minute video, and I'm very happy with it. So, YouTubers, y'all have a good day, and good night.